Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to do a first look at Spider-Man Miles Morales. Just got the Spider-Man box set, super pumped, went through it. I couldn't wait. I had to pull the trigger and jump in on Venom. Venom's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. So I did. I was finally able to get Vision as well. I didn't do the first play. I was just super excited to get in there. I didn't really have a lot of time, but regardless, Vision, I enjoy him a lot. So expect a video or two on him at least. I just want to experiment a little bit more with just how he plays. He's very cool. I like him a lot. But anyway, out of the box set here, Spider-Man is somebody I wanted to try right off the hop. And yeah, so I haven't really read too much of his cards. I flipped through it briefly, and I don't want to spend too much time. We're playing the pre-con here. Generally, what I've done ever since I've seen Steve Kimmel's videos, Beat the Game, and I've asked Discord, and it seems like the consensus, everybody's got like their own little thing, right? But it seems like this right here, Expert Claw, even Standard Claw to me, can kind of give you a feel for the characters, kind of have to push them a little bit, but again, trying to focus on Expert play. Claw, he'll always be able to beat you. Right, and just having that pressure in the beginning like this forces you to make some decisions. So you can't just, in my mind, just build right away. But anyway, that's what we're going to be playing today. So like I said, I haven't read too much of these cards. I wanted to kind of make this as raw as possible here. So expect lots of mistakes and possibly a win or a loss because I've misread cards. So Miles Morales here, the one thing I don't like is that 9 health points. I always see that, and I know especially in expert play, like one hit can take you out. For recovery, after you change to this form, shuffle a Spider-Man card from your discard pile to your deck. After you change to this form, okay. Sorry if there's glare here. Let me see. Where are you guys getting hit with glare? When it's like flat. So this way you guys will be alright. Alright. 2/2/2. Love that stat line. Always love heroes with that stat. Venom Blast special. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. Venom Blast special. Okay, we'll see how we have to trigger that. Spider Camouflage. So another one. Give Spider-Man a tough status and confuse. Interesting. Really like that. Modulars I don't really look too much into. Which one is his? Okay, here's his obligation. I'll just put it on top of clock because we're going to do that in a second. And I'll put this over here. What's it called there? The Nemesis sets, I always like to leave a little bit of a surprise. I like to know who I'm going against, so it's cool to see it's Prowler, but how he actually plays, I like to save for gameplay, in case we ever see it. So the one thing I did notice was, and I've seen people posting online, and I haven't had a chance to get them in my hand, and I'm not going to reread each card here. We'll see it as we play out, but I've noticed, like, looks like we're just focusing heavily on shield stuff. And then I saw this card here, Government Liaison. Exhaust Government Liaison. Play a shield card from your hand, reducing its cost by 1, and there's 3. And it's not a max 1 out at a time, and it's a support. That sounds awesome to me, considering how many shield cards there are. So I'm going to anyway focus pretty heavily on that. The allies and stuff will get in there. One thing I do like to look at when we do, there's 2 things I like to do at pre-cons, normally for myself anyways. See how many allies we got. So we've got 3, 4, 5. That's actually quite a bit. 5, and does he have a signature ally? No. Okay. Interesting. He's like Hulk. No signature ally. Alright, so there's 5 allies in the deck. That's good to know. I know some precons you get like 2 or 3, and then it's just a shit show. Because you have to be chump blocking and all that stuff. I'll read these guys as we go. I kind of have a vibe about how web stuff goes. Again, all this is just shield stuff. We're going to be reading all this as we go. It's nice to see the web shooters. This is what I want to check out, though, his stuff. So hero response for defense mechanism. After your hero uses a basic power, discard it. Okay. Resolve his camouflage. Okay, cool. So he's going to have cards that do this. What is this? Power within. After your hero... Oh, these are upgrades. Okay, let's go. After your hero uses a basic power, discard it. Okay. Okay, he's really good. Genki Lee, exhaust him, draw a card. If you're in hero form, choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Interesting. I like that too. Web shot. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if you paid for this card using a lightning resource. Resolve his... okay, so theoretically doing 6 damage, possibly. Flexible, 2 damage. I wonder how many lightning bolts he has in here. So 3 web shots. I'm assuming that's his high damage card. Swing in. Remove 4 threat from a scheme if you paid for this card using a mental. Okay. Wow. Okay, so swing in really sets you up to flip down. That's good to know. Double life. Max 1 per round. Okay, here we go. Change your form. If you paid for this card using was a physical resource, ready your identity. That's good. That'll help with his crappy... What was his recovery again? 4. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. His health is what I don't like. Arachnobatics. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If that enemy has a stun status, okay, deal 3 additional damage if confused. You know what I like about that a lot? Besides, obviously, it triggers from him, but who was it? Was it... I can't remember the name of the cards off the top of my head when we read this stuff organically like this, but just there's somebody that was like, you needed a certain one to do certain things. I know Vision's this way as well, actually. He might be what I'm thinking of, but I believe there was like... I don't know if it was Spider-Woman or somebody else. Anyway, but the fact that this is guaranteed damage so long as they've got a status on them, I like that. You just know it's damage, you know? And then this one, I believe, what was it? Surveillance Term, is this a Chang chick? Is that what it is? After she enters play, search your deck, hand a discard puff or a copy of Surveillance Team, put, okay, on each. Wow, each. Interesting. Cool. Okay, well, we'll shuffle this up. I'm actually excited to play this. When I was looking around online, I saw people talking about, like, hey, who did you play first? And, you know, I'm a Spider-Man fan. I enjoy Spider-Man. Like, just generic Peter Parker Spider-Man. Miles Morales, you know, I know a lot of people seem to like him. I don't really know much about him. I haven't read any comics with him or anything like that. But his cards look cool, right? I like his design. He looks nice. Gwen Stacy, I've never really gotten into her. She feels a little bit more like the... I don't know her name either. It's like the Daredevil, but the female Daredevil. Is it like another Gwen Stacy too or something? I don't even know, man. But she's just got like an edge to her that like I'm just not interested in, but I haven't really played her, so I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I think the consensus, at least from what I've seen, is with Miles Morales here. He's a little bit more, we'll say, like a standard kind of hero. And I could be wrong. I haven't played Gwen yet. But standard in terms of like pretty basic, you know, like attack, swing, and maybe not a lot of choices to be made. It looks like Gwen, from what I hear from people say, is that she has a little bit more maybe thinkiness to her. But we'll see. Okay, so let's discard cards till we get a minion. Ooh, big thick boy right off the top. Grab my obligation, we'll shuffle that in. I'm not sure how many games we'll play. You know, it always depends. I'd like to win, but we'll play, you know, maybe for like a half hour to an hour, we'll see. So if we lose quickly, then we'll reshuffle back up, and we'll go from there. Okay, so after he attacks us, discard a random card of hand, and that is Stinky. All right, so what's his hand size? 6? That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know we're going to want to build. Government liaison is always something. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't check. The other thing I like to do with precons that I didn't say. Oh, there was 2 things I was supposed to say. Was one, I also like to go through. Sometimes you'll notice in precons you'll get like a max 1 per player kind of card, like, and it's a support, so you're getting 2 cards that aren't in there. Sometimes I take the other 2 out and put 2 other cards in, whatever I feel is like a good card in that aspect, but I don't want to deck build yet. I just want to play it as it is, so sometimes I'll just leave it because playing new cards is sort of the point of it, even if you lose. That, and what was the other one? Oh, separating my permanents from like my instants or my events, so I could see, is this character generally a building character in their kit, or is it all events? I like to check that out. I didn't check, so I'll have to assume it's pretty much event focused, probably like Spider-Man. Okay, in response, after you change to this form, okay, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to keep this, try out this shield stuff. When a shield ally would take any amount of consequential damage. I mean, it's probably good to get these out, but I don't have any allies in play just yet. Surveillance team will help thwart... you know, it's been a while since I've played a surveillance team, so I'll keep it. Surveillance team has just been one of those things where it was like the core box was the only time I played it. Maybe a little bit after that. I can't really remember. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got an ally. Spider-Man. Requirement. Okay, after he attacks or thwarts, choose and ready. Can I play him? I can play. Yeah, I can play him. Young Love, heal 3 damage. Okay, so we're going to flip up. There's nothing else to do here. Now, what was this we got here? Power Within. After your hero uses a basic power, discard it and resolve his Venom Blast. 2 and stun. Okay, well, stun against Claw is always really good, but this guy, you know, he's a problem too. Okay, well, this is a shield card. This is a shield card too. Pardon me, I know I got Spider-Man. Just hear me out here. I just want to see here. 2 for this. 1, 2 for this, and we get a surveillance. So this would be our... in play. I don't know if I like that. I mean, pitching a Spider-Man, Power Within seems very strong. All right, decisions. All right, what are we going to do here? I know with Claw, like, we have to start thwarting. We can't just let this get out of hand here. So Spider-Man will let us thwart. 1, 2, 3 for Spider-Man, plus 1 for Power Within. Can I play both? Let's see, 1, 2, I can't. So I won't be able to play Spider-Man if I want to Power Within. Power Within. So what's his Venom? It's 2 and a stun. So we could stun Radioactive Man. So at least we won't take a hit. Claw, Claw is swingy. Who knows? Alright, well, let's... Go with Power Within, and if we go Power Within again, we cannot play Spider-Man. So it's Spider-Man or Power Within. That's the choice we have to make. If I play Power Within, I mean, allies are just allies. Okay, let's... okay, play Spider-Man. So we have to discard 3. We'll discard these, I guess. That's the other part too, man. Like, the hand just gets real janky. Because then I can't play anything. It's Spider-Man's my whole turn. That doesn't feel right. Even though the thwart potential is unreal. Yikes. Okay, well, this is what we'll do. We'll pay 2 for a government liaison. That doesn't feel right either. Okay, we're going to try this. We're going to go government liaison. I was thinking of playing just a surveillance team to help thwart. But we'll see how good this card is going forward here. So, you know what? I might actually keep Spider-Man. We'll keep him back. I normally don't keep cards, but we'll see. You never know how this is going to go. So I'll pay 1. We'll play a Power Within. And we're going to thwart for 2 off of the Immortal Claw. Sorry, it's just we had 28, not that it matters. But play that after I use basic power, resolve Spider-Man's thing. So it's 2 damage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Stun that. Okay, I just wanted to see if it was stun another enemy. So I'm actually going to put 2 damage on Radioactive Man, and we'll stun him. And we'll keep Spider-Man, even though he's pretty expensive. Hope it doesn't bite me in the ass here. Okay, so we'll draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have any response or anything? We do not. Okay, so we'll just play this out. Alright, so 2 threat goes on the main scheme. He wants to attack. I don't think we're defending just yet, right? Exhaust the shield card you control. Look at the top 4 cards of a player deck. Or the encounter deck. Discard any number of those and put the others in the bottom. Okay, interesting. Can we play... We still can't play Spider-Man. Man, that requirement, that sucks. Okay, well, if we can't play him, do we have a way of thwarting? We do not, huh? That might even be worse. Not having an ability to thwart. I need a thwart, so we have to just take this attack here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. We're at 5. Radioactive Man, let's attack. He can't. Counter card is. Dang. Okay, so I guess he's. That's too bad. Okay. We're not off to a great start here. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Yeah. I don't think we'll be able to... Yeah. So, this is a dead card. Oh, no, it's not. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If they have it, deal some more. Okay, so it's not totally dead. Man, I really wish I could play Spider-Man. I hate that he's, like, locking me out. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, well, we don't get to draw any of this, right? Exhaust the shield card you control. Look at the top 4 cards of any deck. Discard any number of those and put the others on the top or bottom. Actually, that's not bad. Here, let's see. So we're just going to use global logistics. We'll exhaust our liaison. I'm going to look at mine. Look at the top 4 cards of a player deck. Discard any number of those and put the others on the top or bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, she can be played when Ghost Spider leaves play. Search your deck for a... Okay, that's interesting. Liaison, you know, I mean, it's not doing anything right now. Who knows if it will. Web Shooter always helps. Sky Destroyer. After you play a shield card, exhaust it, deal 2 damage to an enemy. That's cool. Okay, well, I think I'm going to Put the others, discard any number. Oh, I'm not going to discard any, right? So put Liaison at the bottom. I guess we want to draw Sky Destroyer. We'll get to you. You're a little pricey right now. So I'm just going to put these on top like this so I know what I'm getting. Man. This is some crap. It's like I don't know what to do here. Well, okay, well I can't use logistics. I'll use arachnobatics. It's a fun word to say. We're going to do 2 damage to this guy. Like part of me wants to keep Spider-Man again. I don't think I'll be able to play him. Let's just get rid of it. Maybe we'll get to him eventually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaust up to 3 shield cards you control. Okay, so that's dead. She might need to come out just for her thwarting and stuff. Cool. Okay, so 2 threat on the main scheme. This threat is getting out of control here. He wants to attack. Like, oh god, I feel like we have to block, right? We'll block. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 for 2. I take 1. Take 1 from Radioactive Man. Okay. See you later, Spider-Gwen. Oh, strength. Okay, that hurt too. All right, counter card is... Oh my gosh. That might just be game right there. I lost in my hockey into this too. So Claw wants to attack for 1, 2, 3. Don't even need to draw this out. Yeah. All right, this game. We'll shuffle up and do it again. So let's do some takeaways here while we shuffle this up. What was the sticking point? So what I noticed, even just from those small amount of turns there, is, like I said, what I tried to do was play a very shield-heavy start. You know, get those liaisons out and stuff. But now that I've read the cards a little bit, and it requiring you to exhaust all these shield cards, that is, at least what I'm seeing right now, that's going to take a while to build. Not sure if I dig that, but we'll see how it goes. His cards are great, but having to always exhaust to defend is what's killing me. Also, getting out like a Radioactive Man at off the hop always is difficult. It's just barrier to entry, right? Like you have to do all this damage right off the top, but it's okay. All right, we'll do another one here. We'll see how it goes. Clear all this off. That stays on. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, so he goes to 28. Didn't touch him. We'll go back up to 9. Spider-Man was actually super annoying, to be honest with you. Am I missing cards here? Oh, wait. Oh, right here. His requirement is super heavy. 1 of each. I know he's going to be good because it gets to let me, what's it called? Like double use someone, which is always nice. I'm not sure what to think. I do know it sometimes with like these precons, right? Like you're almost some decks like the Vision one. I'll say I didn't really feel punished. I was able to manipulate a lot of things, but with Vision anyway, a lot of it was because I was able to also use Vision's cards. Miles, so far, I haven't really seen any of his cards. We saw a couple that I played, right? They were very dependent on him stunning and all that good stuff. So we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. All right, now this one, Melter I'm usually fine with going against if I'm able to nuke him pretty quick, right? Like that 5 HP is good to just get rid of. I normally go for Whirlwind. It doesn't attack very hard or anything like that. All right, let's see what we got here. So 28-9, all shuffled up. Draw 6. Power Within just wants to be played. Okay. Exhaust up to 3 shoots, so that's not happening. Now these surveillance teams, like I said, maybe I just start focusing a little bit more on his kit. Okay, well, Venom Blast will at least, I mean, we're taking 3 from Melter. That's too much. So we're going to keep, we'll pitch all this. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if you paid for this card using a resolve is okay. Alright, so we're gonna flip. Now if I'm looking at this right, deal 4 damage to an enemy if you pay for this card using lightning, use his Venom Blast. So we're gonna do this for 4, 5, 6. He's stunned, but it doesn't matter. Just to clear him out of the way. We're going to discard Homeland Intervention for a Web Shooter. I'm going to use Web Shooter to play a Power Within, which would have been nice to combo into Arachnobatics, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. After using here's basic power, do his Venom Blast. So I'm going to Thwart for 2. I need to get rid of that. They're just going to snowball. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to do 2 to Claw. 1, 2, and he's stunned. This is a much better start. I'm going to get rid of Arachnobatics because he won't be stunned on the next one, and I'm not sure if we'll be getting it back. Depends what we draw. Okay, so we draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maximum per round. Change your form if you pay for this. Okay, interesting. And the Sky Destroyer. I feel like the Sky Destroyer is going to be awesome. I should say that again. Should be awesome. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so 2 threat on the main. He wants to attack. You can't. Counter card is... okay, so we're discarding... Right, is it discarding or does it go through? If no attacks are made, search the encounter deck and discard pile. Okay, so I think we're going for Whirlwind. He's the guy I normally like to grab. Depends on the deck you're playing too, right? He's only hitting for 2. When he attacks, also reserve it against either hero. That's not punishing at all. And we'll shuffle. Cool. Alright. When a shield ally would take any amount of consequential damage, exhaust it and remove a backup counter. Okay, that's cool. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if you pay for this using that. So we could kill Whirlwind again. It's the problem with just playing instants, though. Or just events back and forth. You can't really... you can't really just build your board, and then you're playing at the whim of whatever they are doing. So I feel like this one's super important. Change your form. If you already, what is it on his other side? When you take a shuffle a Spider-Man event. Oh, Spider-Man card. So right now I think the target is Power Within, but I don't have the strength to do this. Okay. Well, what are we doing here? This is tricky, dude. I'm just not seeing the lines right now. I don't know if this is just because it's the first play or what. Alright, let's start batching this together. Double Life seems like it's a really good card that I need to play. But maybe it just doesn't make sense right now. I won't be able to ready, so it's just a free flip. I don't really care about the free flip right now. Whirlwind will be a problem. Web Shot will deal with him. Or we go pay 2 for a government liaison. Exhausted to play an agent. And we pitch that, and that was our whole turn. We'll be able to get rid of this. We're going to take some hits. We'll have to flip down. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right call either. Because I don't know when we're going to get enough damage back to hit this. Alright, we'll exhaust 1. We'll pay 1. We're going to web shot him for 4. Trigger his ability to do an extra 2 and stun. Then we're going to pay... Yeah, I guess so. Pay 2. We'll get this liaison out. Who knows what will happen later on. And then we're going to thwart for another 2 to get rid of this. Bring Claw down to 16. Now ready up. Draw 5. 3, 4, 5. Hero responds. Okay, well, I guess that works out. So we can flip. Okay, so we're going to get 1 threat on the main. He wants to attack us for 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Counter card is... Oh my god. Okay, so we're exhausted again. Young Love sounds pretty good right now to be able to heal. Exhaust 3 shield. Yeah, we don't have that. We don't have any shield. Okay, so... The enemy has a stun status card, deal 3 damage to it. If the enemy has a confused head, yeah, that's what we just talked about. After your hero uses a basic power, discard this. The timing is unreal. I have no way of thwarting, huh? Can't stay up. I could stay up and then I'll have to defend, because there's the very real chance that I'll die at 2. Somehow I have to deal with that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wait, would this... What is it? After you hear, use a basic power. Yeah, that doesn't work. Shit. Alright, well, we'll pay 1. We'll get our defense mechanism up. We will pay another 1. Team up. Just making sure. Team up. Gwen Stacy. Oh, yeah, I can't use that because they're both not in play. Even worse. Alright, well, I'll use this to do 2 damage to an enemy. So we'll do 14 here. 1, 2. Like I said, I can't flip down. I can't see it happening because I don't want him to thread out. Alright, we'll drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at the cost on these dudes. Woohoo! Alright, 1 threat here. He wants to attack. I'm going to defend. So 1. Okay, here we go. So he's doing 4, 5, 6. I block 2, so I go down to 1. Not good. Counter card is exhaust each card. Okay. After Agent 13 attacks or thwarts, choose a shield support and ready it. Dum Dum Duggan. When you would use one of Dum Dum's basic powers, exhaust up to 3 cards you control. Okay. Won't be doing that. Spider Woman, reduce the cost to play Spider Woman by 1 for each confused. Okay, so I'm not impressed with what I'm seeing. It's, you know what? When I started this, I was really excited. I'm like, man, I can't wait. This guy's got stuns and all this fun stuff. But it could just be the way Claw plays too. Most likely is. But like the cost and everything is so pricey and expensive. I'm not feeling powerful at all, man. Well, like I said, we have to flip down. So if we're flipping down, we need as much thwart as humanly possible out here, right? So is it just Field Agent and Agent 13? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's what we're doing. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 4. We'll put Agent 13 in play. Discard Spider Woman to play a Field Agent. That comes into play with 3 backup counters. Okay, so we're going to thwart for 2. Off of here. After she attacks or thwarts, choose a shield support, ready that support. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Maybe I mathed that out. Maybe I could have done something more with this. 1, 2, who knows. I'm going to ready this. This gets rid of the consequential, right? Prevent 1. Okay. So at least we can keep her up. We're going to flip down. He gets a Spider-Man card shuffled into his deck. Okay, so I think the card we're going to go for is Power Within. I seriously hope I don't get the, you take 2 damage. Claw heals 2. Okay, so draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, the cost on these cards. Okay. So we're going to put 1 threat here. Whoops. Where was that? That was there. So he's at 5. He's going to just scheme it out. Cool. Get rid of all this. So we go to stage 2. We're going to discard until we get a minion. It's this guy. Let me step back here. Okay, so he thwarted. This flipped. I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, he would scheme. Thankfully, he doesn't have anything. All right, let's see if this is the game. He schemes. Okay, so he's scheming for 2. Give him a tough status card. That's fine. All right, so we've got 2 on here. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. Play only if you have a web warrior. When Ghost Spider leaves play, search your deck for an identity-specific card and add it to your hand. Okay. Gank Lee. Draw a card. If I'm in hero form, okay. Monica Chang. Does it put it into play? Yeah, it does. Okay. Web shot. Spider-Man. We could try to play Spider-Man again. After Spider-Man attacks or thwarts, choose another web warrior. Ready that character. Maybe that's the way. I don't know. I'm kind of confused right now. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he a web warrior right now? Of course not. Can we play Gank Lee? Let me just map this out. So in my mind, I'm looking at playing Spider-Man and Gank Lee. So Spider-Man requires everything in the world to play. So Spider-Ghost, Monica, and sadly Power Within. That gets Spider-Man in play. So Gank Lee requires... Oh my god. This is the problem. If I play Gank Lee, I could not be able to play Spider-Man because of the way the cards draw. If that's the case, then Monica Chang comes out. It's not the worst. Because we're slowly starting to catch up a bit here. Although we do have the web shooter, so I think that's the way to go. So if that's the case here, I have a wild, so I want to make sure I have as many wilds as possible. So I guess we're going to get rid of Chang. So I'm going to pay Chang and web shot for Gank Lee. Let me just sort of bulk these cards together here. I'm going to exhaust him to draw a card. Swing in. What is this? Remove 4th threat from his scheme if you pay for this card using a mental resource. Resolve his camouflage. All right, we're going to flip up. Camouflage is give him tough and confuse. That's actually pretty good. So 1, 2. Okay, we're going to play Spider-Man for 1, 2. And we'll use our web shooter for the 3rd resource. I think we'll keep Power Within. I'm not quite sure. It could be sexy. Who knows, man? Alright, so Spider-Man needs to do something here. What is he doing after he attacks or thwarts? You know what? We're going to thwart for 2. Maybe my... I'm just looking right now. The way that this interaction is happening... I'm wondering if, I think the problem here is I'm mathing things out a little bit wrong. I'm wondering if there's like a little extra gain that I could or should be getting that I'm not, just by the way I'm playing stuff. Feels like I'm missing a little beat here and there. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to thwart with Spider-Man to remove 2. It's going to ready Spider-Man. I think the call here is after you it still gives him a tough, so that's going to work out, I guess. So I'm going to attack the guard to get rid of the tough, to give it to him, and that makes camouflage. It makes him confused. So at least that gives us a chance to flip down. I'm going to hang on to Power Within, just the ability to stun. Super important, I think. Okay, let's draw up. Let's go back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thing with Claw, man, he reminds me a lot of like Green Goblin. Where it's like mutagen formula, when he comes in and he just bursts with encounter cards. It's like you just got to survive a pulse. Like right now, I feel like I'm kind of in control, right? We'll see how these cards come up. All right, so Claw wants to attack. He can go right into Spider-Man. It doesn't even matter. So he's attacking for 2, 3. There we go. Okay, and the Armored Guard wants to attack. I'll just take that one. Alright, our encounter card is... There it is. Take 2, he heals 2. So I go down to 2. And what's he have? 14, so he goes back up to 16. Cool. Alright. Now we're starting to get some tempo. We're definitely going to be flipping down. What is this one? Remove fourth threat from a scheme. Yeah. Then we can camouflage. Just doesn't really do anything. It gives him a tough status. It's not bad. Exhaust one shield card for each. Sorry. Control. Right. That one. Alright, what are we doing? He's going to be confused. These guys don't have to do anything. That tough sucks. He needs to go as well. Do I have anything that readies him outside of Spider-Man? No, right? After your hero uses basic power, discard. Okay, well, we'll get to that. All right, I'm going to flip down. We're going to get a Spider-Man card, put it back in. Defense mechanism, I think. Web shooter might be good. Oh, or maybe swing in. I'm sort of thinking of just stuff that keeps threat low. Start doing some. I don't think we're ready yet just to be doing damage, although I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I'm going to put in defense mechanism. I feel like those one-ofs, they're pretty strong. Even though they're, I don't know. I thought they'd be a little bit better, but extreme chance I'm just playing it wrong. Okay, we're going to exhaust Gank Lee, draw a card. Oh, so there's 2 double lives in this deck? Cool. I'm going to pay 2. We're going to get this Jefferson Davies guy out here. Remove 1 threat from the scheme with the least threat. That works out perfectly. I like that. Going to recover for 4. Go up to 6. Interesting. We just opened up some stuff I didn't even consider. I'm going to do this. I think double life. Change your form, and if you paid fist, ready? Discard a swing in to play a power within. That guard, huh? Okay, what I'm going to do here is we're going to attack this guy for 2. I think that's what we're doing here. Okay, so we're going to attack for 2. Or no, sorry, wrong. Yeah, I don't think I have a way of doing it. What's his Venom Blast again? Deal 2 damage to an enemy and stun him. I guess it works out here. Okay, so we're going to do 2 damage here. We're going to resolve this. We'll do 2 damage, which gets rid of the tough. We stun him. I'm going to use Agent 13, and we're going to prevent that 1 damage to kill the guard. Whoops, this guy. I was going to discard her. It's not the way that works. Spider-Man is going to attack for 2, ready, and then we're going to attack for 2 with the other Spider-Man. So it's 4 damage altogether, so he's down to 12. Ready up. Draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know we just put this back in, but maybe this is like another build turn. You know, 1, 2, get a liaison, get all 3 of these out, possibly. See how this goes. Okay, 1 threat on the main. He wants to attack, he can. He is stunned. The counter card is Lethal Arms Factory. Okay. Now that cannot stay. Extra and counter cards are the worst. Action, draw a card, and if I'm in hero form, discard a card. I don't think we're going down, so let's do that. We're going to draw a card, discard the same card. I feel like global logistics is probably pretty good if I actually started using it. And I think I'm going to do that build stuff like I said. So I'm going to exhaust Government Liaison to put a shield card in your hand, reducing its cost by 1. So we're going to discard another... tough would be nice too. God. Yeah, we'll get rid of the logistics. And then 1... I don't have enough to pay for this, huh? Okay, well, that's the case. I'm going to put that back in my hand. We'll get rid of that one. So pay 1, 2 for another liaison. Exhaust that to play the field agent. Now, I want Spider-Man to die because we're about to reshuffle. You know what I'm saying? So, what are we doing? I mean, we get a free flip down too. free flip down because he is confused. So this will be able to clear that. All right, so I'm going to thwart for 2 off of here. I will attack for 2, bring him down to 10. Spider-Man will thwart for 2. Which ready, Spider-Man. 6, 7, and 9. Do we want to? Yeah, we want to. Do we want to attack? No, we got time. So I'm gonna flip down, put a Spider-Man card from your discard pile in your deck. Maybe we get Spider-Man here. I think we do. We'll shuffle that up. Wait, is he a, what is that? A Spider-Man card. He is not a Spider-Man card. I just realized that. He is just a basic. Okay, so if we're down here, we want the stun one. Power Within. So one thing I'm noticing is he doesn't have a swinging web kick. His is based on if this guy is stunned and confused out of his mind. That web shot is great, but we need to find ways. So I don't know how I'm going to do burst damage. So we're going to have to slowly peck this guy. Why did I just shuffle my... Oops. Oh, no. Why did we... Why I was thinking. I'm like, why am I shuffling my discard pile? I haven't even... It's a discard pile, man. Anyway, no, I got confused. I was like, okay, so in my mind, how am I going to close this game out? We still have to get to... You know, we've already built our board. Our board's looking pretty good. But... Hold on, what am I doing? Okay, so that's what I was supposed to shuffle in. Sorry. I'm all over the place right now. I'm trying to think of future turns. What I was trying to get at, sorry for the confusion, was swinging web kick from Spider-Man lets us just nuke the boss down. He doesn't have that kind of card, that kind of power. At least I haven't seen. Maybe it will show itself up. So I have to make sure that I'm constantly just doing like 2 damage. Just slowly hack this guy down. I think it's the only way we're going to get rid of this. I'll exhaust this guy to remove 1 threat from there. Alright, we're ready. No, sorry, and then I got to heal back up to 9. We're ready, and we'll see how this goes. So we get our 2 cards here. Now we can shuffle our discard pile. This is the part of the game where it's like, okay, you know, we've built this up. Now, so long as things don't just go awfully out of control, we should have this. So we've got a Power Within and a Web Shooter. Let's see what other cards we've got here. Sorry, let me just get this. There we go. Where the cable for my headset isn't coming into play. So we got 3, 4, 5. There's our Spider-Man. Not a great hand. Maybe we'll get some more goodies with Gank Lee. Okay, so we're going to put 1 threat on the main. Claw wants to scheme, but he can't. Alright, here we go. So we're going to get that one up there. So Retaliate 1 doesn't work great with somebody who wants to slowly hack away the character. And we need basically what Spider-Man costs to play that. So I don't know if that's happening. So I'm going to use Jefferson Davies, get rid of that. We're going to use Gank Lee to draw a card. That's good. Alright, let's flip up. I'm going to use a... okay. We need to get rid of this. So that... really don't want to use Spider-Man to pay for that. We need a Lightning Bolt. I don't want to use that either. So double energy for that seems like such a waste. We could play... can we play? I'm not using double life. That's for sure. So let's put this back. Alright, so I'm going to pay... Here, we're going to do this. We're going to pay 1 double life. Oops. To play a web shooter. That'll give us the flexibility we're going to need here. Alright, so I'm going to spend 3 to get rid of this solid sound body. We are going to use a global logistics. I guess we are using the energy. And we're going to use a web shooter for our mental. Running out of room here, we'll get rid of that. And then I think we're going to use a logistics to play a Power Within. We will attack for 2. Puts him to 8. That triggers this. His Venom Blast is 2 damage, so he's down to 6. And he is stunned. Part of me is honestly thinking of using Agent 13 here to attack for 1. We're going to do that. She's going to attack for 1, so he's down to 5. Okay. Ready up. Let's draw our cards here to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Monica Chang, eh? Oh, and a swing in. Okay. Alright, we're starting to get something here. Pay 1. He wants to attack. He can't. Counter card is place 4 threat. There isn't, so let's discard until we get a side scheme. Wonderful. Nothing but a permanent accelerator goes on there. So that permanent on there is definitely going to keep things spicy. Our turn. Well, she's a shield agent, yeah? So we can just exhaust all 3 of these, put her into play. Correct? Shield card from your hand, yeah. Okay, so when she comes into play, search your deck, hand, and discard pile. Do we have any in here? We do not. Let's go find one. And my whole board here is just on my side. Oops, sorry, guys. I'm usually a much better shuffler than this. My mind's everywhere else besides what I'm looking at. I'm like, oh, God, okay, what happens if this happens and if this happens? Oh, God. You know, I'm just totally freaking out. Okay, so this comes in with 4 counters on it because of her. Right? Place 1 for... Sorry. Place 1 sloop counter on each surveillance team. That is even better. All right, well, I'm going to use the surveillance team to get rid of this. Probably should have did this before doing all this. It's always, this is a relic from Magic the Gathering. Always draw all the cards you can up front so you can make your decisions better. We're going to use Gankly to draw a card, and we have to discard a card. So let's see what we get. Another field agent. That might actually help since we're building some stuff up here. Exhaust up to 3 shield cards you control and choose a scheme. Remove 2 threat from... Oh, yeah, I don't even care about that anymore. We'll discard that. Wait, that's a lightning bolt. Yep. I was seeing if there's a way I could get Spider-Man to play, which there isn't. Swing in, remove 4 threat from his scheme. If you paid this card, use his camouflage. Give him a tough, confuse. I think... Man, Spider-Man, you're really pissing me off, to be honest. He's manipulating my hand in a way I don't really care for. Even though I know if he's out here, he's going to help us finish Claw off. So I don't want to get rid of him. I'd love to get Field Agent in play. I think that just helps this synergy happen. Like, Agent 13 hasn't even disappeared because of it, which has been great. But a swing in at least gives me a tough and confuses him. Right, so I get to stay in hero form longer. We're going to do that. We're going to swing in. I can't remove threat, but it's going to confuse Claw, which isn't a huge deal right now, but the tough matters. I guess we're just going to pitch Field Agent. I don't want to have too many cards in my hand. All right, it's ready up. Or hold on. Hold on. I didn't do anything with these guys yet, right? So after she attacks or thwarts, choose a shield support and ready it. So we're going to do that. I'll actually let her take the hit because I'm not sure how this is going to work. We're going to ready the liaison. We're going to play that for Field Agent. That's how we play good cards. Also, I have Spider Shooter over here with 2 counters. I don't think 4 counters. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I'll be honest with you guys, I forgot that this was even here. I may have been able to play Spider-Man. Alright, let's see how this goes. Do we attack with her? I'm going to attack with her as well. Going to remove a counter from this Field Agent. Again, just to chip hit away at Claw here. There's no point just leaving them out here. We got all the thwart in the world right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, did I get... Okay, Web Shooter... Deal 4 damage to the enemy. If you pay for this using... Yeah, we're going to do the Venom Blast, and then we can also do this. 3, 6, 7, 8. That's like 12 damage right there. That's, yeah, Spider-Man probably not going to see play. Okay, so 2 threat goes in the main. He wants to attack. He's attacking us for 1, 2, 3. Absorbed by Tough. Counter card is the villain attacks you. I'll just take it. Doesn't even matter. 1. Give him a Tough. That sucks. So 1. So he's hitting us for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Let's wrap 5. Our turn. We are going to use Gank Lee to draw a card. And discard a card. We want that lightning, don't we? Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. What are the cards we want to play here? We'll always be able to get damage back. I always need to remember that. So if we're playing Spider-Man, he needs 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, we'll discard Web Shot. Going to use a web shooter to play a web shooter. Okay. Oh God. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I will pay 1 to attack Claw to get rid of his punch. His punchy punch. And I think what we're going to do here is we're going to attack for 2. Bring Claw down to 2. We will play our Spider-Man, our Spooderman, for 3. Yeah, I think the resources make more sense. Okay. 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2. If we go 3, do we have a way to pay for Arachnobatics? No. Although we are staying up, so maybe Arachnobatics we want to keep in our hand. What I'm going to do is pay for Spider-Man with these 2. And, oops. Whatever I need for that. Mental, we'll say. Okay? So Spider-Man is in play. Spider-Man is going to attack for 2. He's going to take a damage. And ready, Spider-Man. So Claw is killed. So we go to stage 3. Still confused. He is tough. And he goes up to 22. Okay, we're going to have to keep this going, my friends. Alright, so we're there. We don't have any resources to pay for that. But we can attack for 2 to get rid of the tough. And then I think what we will do here is we are going to Agent 13. Move this for 1 to get rid of the threat. Alright, let's ready up. So many cards. Like, we shouldn't be losing right now, right? 1, 2, 3. Sky Destroyer. And Dum Dum. Take a look at these guys in a second. Okay, so 2 threat on the main. He wants to attack us for 2 plus 2 boost. I think Monica Chang is just going to chump block that. Unless it gets overkill here. So 2, 3, 4. Discard 1 card at random. Okay, thank you. She's toast. That sucks. And counter card is Surge, exhaust your identity. Surge. Oh man, okay. Okay, so 3 threat goes here. And we get another acceleration token there, and he's up to 32. Okay. Our turn. We use Gank Lee, draw a card. Yeah, I don't care about the surveillance team right now. Pitch that. Maybe I do. I don't know. Sky Destroyer. After you play a shield card, exhaust it, deal 2 damage to an enemy. That'll make a lot more sense with a lot of those shield cards we have. That'll help us chip hit. Dum Dum. When you use one of his basic powers, exhaust up to 3 shield cards for you control. Each card exhausts this way. He gets +1 to that power. Okay, so so he'll be able to attack with the liaison, right? What are we looking at? 3. So 6, 12, 18. That might be the right call as opposed to the Destroyer. What else we're looking at here? Remove 4 threat from a scheme. If you pay for this using this, use his camouflage ability, which we already have. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If you pay for this, resolve his Venom Blast. Well, Venom Blast makes a whole lot of sense right now. Alright, we'll do a web shot here. Okay, before we do the web shot, let me just see what else we're playing. We're playing Dum Dum Duggan. If we play him, that's 3, 4, 5. I think that makes sense. So we're going to go with 3, 4, 5. Get him into play. And then we're going to use both our web shooters, killing 1, to do a web shot. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. We did use a lightning bolt, so we will get a extra 2 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's at 26 and stunned. I think Spider-Man. We need to thwart though, right? So I don't want to get too nuts. Actually, we've got all this under control. Here, let's get rid of another surveillance counter to get rid of that. She is going to attack. I'm going to use a field agent to absorb that damage. So she is thwarting for 2 to get out of here. So this is gone. Get rid of the acceleration token. He goes down to 16. I think we're... How many... let me see how many schemes... Or what is it? I always forget the name of it. The one where that makes the villain scheme. We haven't seen any yet, so we have to be careful here because he could just thread out, which we don't want to do. So if that's the case, Spider-Man is going to thwart for 2, right? Yep, get rid of this, which readies Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is going to attack. Now my question is, if I go into him, that's 14. I just want to see if I have enough on board. That's the thing I always forget. So let's assume he's attacking for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's not enough to kill him, but it's very close. So that's the case. I'm just wondering if I get rid of the weapons runner here to just give us, to make sure. Taking that 1 to draw the extra damage. I don't think the weapons runner will be a problem, but I just want to keep it a little clean. So I guess this is the way we are going to go. I'm not using him yet because I want to max him out. I've got too many resources out here for him not to be maxed out every time he's attacking. So let's draw 5. 3, 4, 5. Cool. Alright, so we're going to get 2 threat on the main. He wants to attack. He can't. He is stunned. Counter card is Defense Network. Cool. Our turn. I was considering using double life here. Yeah, let's do it. We have it, right? So we're going to flip down. I'm going to get a Spider-Man card. I think... Because, I don't know. Deal 4 damage. Web shot sounds good, because it just gives us that damage. I don't think I really care about the stun stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to take a... Is that our big damage one? Web shot? I believe it is. Okay, so we're going to take web shot. Going to shuffle it in. Might be able to close this out here. I don't know. I'm going to heal for 4. Put us back at max 9. Gank Lee is going to draw us a card. No, we got this one. That's fine. I will exhaust Davies to... Oh, wait. Is it remove... What is it? Remove 1 threat from the scheme with the least threat. Okay. So we're going there. We're going to use Global Logistics with double life. Change your form if you paid for it. Ready? So come in like that. After you use a basic card, discard it. Resolve his thing. Okay, well that gives him a tough, which ain't bad. So I'm going to get rid of... actually, Homeland might help some stuff here. Alright, let me just see what my damage is looking like here. Okay, right? So when you use one of his powers, we're going to attack for 2. Which is actually really cool with Field Agent, because you can mitigate some of that stuff, you know? I like that. Anyway, he's going to take it. Exhaust up to 3 cards you control for each card exhausted this way. He gets +1. Up to 3. Okay, so there's our 3. So he's attacking for 6. So he's down to 10. Sorry to slow play this, guys, if I'm already there. Where am I at? He's going to attack for 2, so 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. No, can't do it. We'll be able to do it next turn. Okay, so that's the case. I mean, we don't need to get all silly here. We can just thwart and do our fun stuff, right? So I'm going to thwart for 2. Remove this. Guess we'll use our other liaison for another field agent. And I'm going to use the ability on that for her to thwart for 2 to remove that. And then I will pay this for a defense mechanism. I should have played that before, attacking with him. So I'll pay the price. Because it would have given me a free tough. You know what I mean? We'll get rid of the strength. Don't really need it at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably should have kept the tough. I would have gotten an additional, what's it called, card there? Counter card. Okay, so 2 threat. He wants to attack. We're just going to take it. Right? So we attack for 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're down to 4. Get 2 encounter cards. First one is exhaust each character you control. That can't happen. Maybe it could happen. I don't care, right? What do we got? 2 web shots. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If you pay for this card using a blast, it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. This is where it's not going to be fine. Hero. Claw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Oh, did we just lose? I think we just lost because of that. God. Oh, see, 2, boost, exhaust each ally, so they would have been exhausted. 2, so 4. Okay, just lost the game. Unreal. Okay, so yeah, so we just lost. Now I'm just going to do like a little retrospective, I guess. What a funny way to lose. So I lost because I didn't leave anybody behind. Right? And he's got ways of readying himself, or not readying himself, but being able to do extra damage. So I guess it wasn't the right call. I mean, in my hand, I had what did we have? We had arachnobatics and web shots. So like, I didn't need my heroes to defend. And I guess looking back, always leaving something to be able to do that. Like, did I even have the ability? I had the ability to prevent that. So maybe that was, well, definitely was the right call, or else I would have just died. That's okay. So let me think here. The shield stuff, at first I thought was cool. I don't really like it. I imagine if I start integrating more shield-like cards, like actual shield cards that have been around, like Nick Fury, or maybe some cheaper stuff. A lot of this stuff is basic, so running the power in all of us, I think, is almost mandatory. There could be some pretty cool tech, though. Like I really like the field agent with this stuff is actually pretty cool. Being able to get some surveillance team, like I could see it. I could see that there could be something there. I don't think I like it in this pack, personally, because at least what I'm noticing. Let me just go back. Let me grab all of Spider-Man's stuff here. The problem I noticed with what I had when I was playing stuff is things were just way too expensive. Oops. And now that I'm looking at his kit is very cheap. 1s and 2s. That's it. But like as we all know, when you're playing a 5-card deck, right? This costs 3. You're down to 2 cards. So you are able to play some cards. You're able to play 2 in a turn. But because of the heavy requirement on being able to trigger his abilities, it's difficult. It does remind me actually a lot of Vision. I'm only able to play certain things, making sure, I don't have, the way I felt while I was playing this is I don't necessarily have control in what I'm doing. I'm relying on the cards that I'm drawing in order to make that choice for me. Sometimes I would have had, or I would be in a position to make the choice myself. Like if I wanted to stun him, if I wanted to confuse him on my own, it's not like an event that just says confuse. So I'm not sure how I feel. I think on the outset, like I'm not upset that I lost that. To me, the feeling of winning was pretty much there outside of, playing claw wrong. And I could just be playing villains on expert wrong. Always there's that thing it's like this weird balance. The game is swingy because the game is swingy. That's what I love about it. But there's that mix between that tempo. When do I, hit the gas and when don't I and stuff like that. So I'm not butthurt about losing there. That to me still felt fine. It still gave me enough to see what I was doing. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to say. Let me check this. This is something I didn't do in the beginning that I talked about that I do like to do generally with these kinds of decks. So yeah, he's only got 5 permanents and 10 events. So whatever he's playing, I could see why him working with Justice makes a lot of sense. Because his events are the ones you're going to want to play, and you want super cheap events. Justice has so many cheap events. I think this deck might actually be cool if I was still playing Justice, if it was along the lines of one of my favorite Justice ones. It's like the burst damage one, right? Where the 0 cost, or clear the area, you're able to draw a card. Once all threats removed, deal extra damage. He wasn't able to do chunk damage. However, I should note, in the beginning of the game, this one and the first one, we had whatever, some of these Masters of Evil out here, like Radioactive Man and all that, and we were able to do it. But again, I mean, it wasn't awful. What else we got here? Double Life, obviously reminds me a lot of She-Hulk with her split personality. I think I like this better. It's cheaper, it's the right cost. The requirement sucks, but I guess that's a balancing thing. But being able to flip back and forth is good. I didn't feel like my health was that big of an issue. Him being able to get tough from time to time was actually really powerful. Again, with I keep making comparisons to Vision, but these 2 cards here, Power Within and Defense Mechanism, awesome cards. And I understand why there's only 1 in there. But they're very strong. I know I was getting locked down, at least in the beginning. These almost feel like if you can get them out there, sweet, or your second run through the deck. Once you've got other options to defend. Because when I had to defend or whatever, it locks me out. That's one thing I like about this game that's very troublesome for me, that, not this one, but just Marvel Champions in general, is defending early is so heavy of a cost because you're unable to, counter the threat or whatever, And when you have heroes that have, 9 health, it's hard to say. This guy's cool. I think he's actually really good. Depends how much you go down, right? I don't think I was going down maybe enough. Maybe this kind of character flips back and forth a lot. Maybe I should try a little bit more of that. But yeah, all in all, I don't mind him. I thought that he would have been a lot cooler than I think I was just experienced with. My 2 experienced games here, and it's super early, right? You can't. Vision, I felt with my first couple games, I was like, this guy is more my style. I don't know why, just he feels a little bit more powerful. I don't mind him. I think he's good. I thought I would gravitate towards him a little bit more, but he's interesting. I don't think he's. How do I say this? I don't nothing was from what I just played. Nothing made me go. I can't wait to start making some spider. I want to play more of this guy, which sucks. I hope Gwen Stacy or Ghost Spider helps with that. But he's a fine character. As for some of the basics, again, like I already talked about the shield stuff, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. To me, they're already making a specific kind of deck, but I'll be very interested to see what other people play. This Spider-Man actually bothered me a lot. I was unable to play him so many times, but I wanted to because he jived so well with just Spider-Man being able to do 2 things. Being able to heal and then flip up and still be able to do something was amazing. Or do something and then flip down and still be able to heal. Great stuff. So he's very powerful. And I understand why the requirements are there, but, and I'm not quite sure, right? If Helicarrier doesn't do anything for this, right? Quinn Carrier helps us. Web shooters help, but I don't know. I feel like if I'm making a Web Warrior kind of deck, or if I'm playing a Spider-Man or any of the other ones, I have to include them. And it's just sort of if it works out, that'd be cool. The Liaison obviously makes a whole bunch of sense. Here's your big chunky guy, whatever you need him to do. She's awesome. Enjoyed her a lot. Even if I wasn't able to, even if I wasn't playing Justice, just the fact that she can thwart for, what is this, 8? That's nuts. Surveillance team, whatever. Whoops, Web Shooter goes over here. What other cards were in here that were interesting? I like the Field Agent a lot. They were very specific, though. But it definitely paid for itself, right? Like being able to keep her out for like the entire game. That's pretty overpowered. I didn't really play these. Maybe I should have. I guess it depends on the deck or the situation you're in. Global Logistics, I didn't really care for that. This might be an actually really good card. But, you know, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Whenever you're looking at card draw, deck manipulation, when I'm able to sort of tutor for things, that's why I think this is actually a lot better than what I was actually doing. Maybe I didn't play this enough because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to be looking for. Like, okay, in this situation, like, you know what? Like, I can't remember the last couple turns I had, but when he was at where he was, if I had one of these, maybe I should have played that to go, okay, is he going to attack? We can get rid of that. Keep going. Monica Chang, I mean, she's cool. I like her a lot. She's able to thwart for quite a bit. She's able to thin your deck out, I think, in Justice decks going forward. I'm not sure if I would use her over Coulson. Because Coulson does like the same sort of thing, right? Except Coulson, it puts it in your hand. You can't put it into play. Or does it? You know, he puts it in play, I believe. It's been so long since I played Coulson. But any of these characters that like get something from your deck to put it into play, yeah, it's good stuff. Her cost is, you know, Coulson cost. Coulson's got that juicy thwart for 2 plus that. But I don't know. I don't know if it's worth, you know, putting her in to play more surveillance teams. Surveillance team is, you know, whatever. We'll see. I thought this would be a lot cooler than it was. Maybe I didn't get it out enough or whatever. But yeah, I never played her. When she leaves play, search your deck for an identity. Like, I don't know. I didn't really care for that. She's cool. You know, she gets you what you need. And I like that. I'm sure she'll be fine in most decks. Like, maybe more streamlined decks. Again, being able to get an event, it's always good. Young Love, I think we played that to heal. Spider Woman, I mean, I didn't play her at all. I don't know. I'm not sure what to say. I don't want to end this on like a downer, right? Like the game, it's Marvel Champions. Marvel Champions is a great game. I just maybe a little bit more lackluster than what I was hoping for, and I don't want to keep comparing it to Vision. The reason why I do is I just played Vision myself, and I had a much different experience with the pre-con. A much more enjoyable experience. This didn't feel, it felt okay. It didn't feel great. But we'll see going forward how many other Spider-Man things we do. But please leave comments below. Let me know what should I have been doing different to maybe experience this character a little bit different. Maybe it's Claw. Maybe he's not the guy. Maybe I should try, you know, like it's like me trying to play, like right now I'm trying to play Hulk Aggression against Claw Expert. I'm getting destroyed. It's very difficult. So, you know, and again, maybe this pre-con isn't well balanced for this. Like, I felt like what happened there was totally, like, I had so much going on that it was fine. So I don't think it was that. It's just, anyway, let me know. Maybe there's some combos. Maybe you got a deck I should try out. I'd love to try it because I know how all these pre-cons go. I didn't like Thor when he came out, but once people start making decks, you play them, you're like, okay, I like Thor. He's really cool. You know, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll get out of your guys' ears for now. Thank you so much for watching, and like usual, take care. And I believe, I don't know if the next video up will be a Hulk video, and then we'll save the Gwen one for like towards the end of the week, or we'll just jam out a Gwen one early. But we'll see. I'm actually interested because I might actually enjoy her more than Miles, which I thought would be totally the other way around. But we'll see. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.